Okay, so Mr. Liably has recognized a lot of people, but there's one person that he's forgotten to recognize tonight because he can't really recognize himself. But he does a lot of work for the band so far, and so to show our appreciation, I think we've outdone last year's senior class. And we also have given him one of our senior shirts from this year, designed by the seniors. Mr. Liably said throughout the night that as he's been introducing people, that all of those people would not make, without them, they wouldn't make the band possible. Without this, without the dude joining the band. Without Mr. Liably, all of this would definitely not be possible. And we, especially our senior class, would like to thank you because you've made us feel at home in the band room and given us a place that we feel like we can always come back to, and made a very smooth transition because not only did we have to switch directors once, but coming in from 8th grade, we had to go from Mr. Gar to Mr. Latowski to you, all within a 3-year succession. And that's not the easiest thing to do, and you made it the easiest thing in the world, so we'd like to thank you. And I think Caleb would like to say a few things too.
I really like to go back and think about what our band was like 4 years ago, our freshman year, and to just think how far we've come. Our uniforms were completely different. Our marching style was completely different. Our music was different, and it's just, we've gotten so much better, and it's been because of this guy right here. Seriously. And I mean, it has been quite a ride for us. What with changing directors, and our band is the biggest it's been in a very, very long time. Yeah, no short to Mr. Liably getting him in here for us, but like he said, we all love being together, and we all love hanging out just as a group, as a band. And part of the reason we're so close is because of the time we spend together, and it's a positive experience thanks to Mr. Liably. And I think I speak for the senior class and everybody else here when I say that we really appreciate having you, and you've done a fantastic job. And this is just our way of returning the favor. So thank you for making this a great year.
Before we close things out tonight, their remarks reflecting on me, which I appreciate that, but really the folks that are doing the work are them. I like to think that, you know, if we're all in a boat together, I'm simply the person who's kind of the rudder man in the back a little bit, who's just pointing us in the right direction. They're the ones that are doing all the rowing and all the paddling and really making the thing go the way that it should. And I in various ways, try to tell that to them regularly, and that not only applies to what they're going to do here. We just had the conversation last week with all the bands that when they graduate here in May, it doesn't really matter if they can play their instrument really well. It doesn't really matter if they march really well. That's not going to make a lick of difference in life for 99.8% of them. What is going to make a difference is when they leave here on May 20, whatever it is, that they're able to function in an environment with multiple different types of personalities and make that an enjoyable environment to be in. And if they can make that happen, regardless of anything else that they do in life, they're going to go a long ways. And that's the kind of point that I get across to them, using marching band and music as a vehicle. I've shared with them, and most of you guys don't care, but I'm going to say it anyways. One of my college professors when I was in school was one of our conducting teachers slash just music education professors. We happened to have her class on Friday afternoons at like 3 o'clock. It was the last class in the music department that day, and everybody else was going off to marching band or whatever else was happening. Excuse me. And every time she would dismiss us, she would say, "I love you, make good decisions." And then the very last thing as we were walking out the room was, "Be a teacher of people." And that's something that's stuck 15 years down the road now, that every interaction I have with somebody, I try to get beyond, okay, this is a student, and we have a responsibility for our workplace to take care of the job at hand, but I really always try to address the person rather than the student or the number or the grade, which are really, in the grand scheme of things in life, not the important things. It's being able to relate to the person and getting to know them and who they are and what they bring. And so I think that's really what these guys are doing with each other and what I try to do with them every day. So congratulations to you guys seniors. I know we still have like 6 months ahead of us, 7 months ahead of us, but it's been a fantastic season, and thank you. We're going to close out tonight with the alma mater. And then our fight song one more time.